Hey everybody, it's Coach Mattingly here. We are recently coming off of our first CEFL win in 8 years last Saturday against the Wild Boars from Serbia with a 21-6 victory. So proud of the guys, the fans that came. It was a good experience, good event, and we got another win, and we are now 5-0. And in the CEFL tournament, we will move on in 3 weeks to play the Tonon Black Panthers in France in the second round. So it will be a great experience for the guys and the organization, and I believe the first time the Giants have ever played the Tonon Black Panthers. Now we move back to the AFL. We have our game against the Danube Dragons this week, the back-to-back champions. So, that's about it. Maxi, our first special guest, Mr. Varetza. How are we feeling after our international game this season and back to the AFL? Yeah.
Pretty good. Still a bit banged up from the game, but it's just football as it is. So nothing special, but ready for next week.
Yeah, as long as it's nothing major, then it's all good. Yeah, that's football. So yeah, first international game, the Boars. They weren't they were pretty good. I think they were better maybe than what we had expected. They were physical, good imports. Just how was the whole game day experience, the vibe? I know it was a little different than normal with the Serbian team compared to our AFL, but how did that feel as a player playing in the international type of game?
No, it's something different for once because I know I've been playing for quite some time now, and it's always Dragons, Vikings, Raiders, pretty much all the same. So it was a cool mix-up to play against another team, and I think during the game it was just football as it is.
Yeah, as usual. Yeah,
no,
it was
different, but
yeah, it was good though. I think it was just to see somebody else and the whole build up to the game and the film exchange and all the other things that happened throughout the game. It was definitely interesting, to say the least. But yeah, back in the AFL, Dragons come into town. They ended our season last year in the semifinals. They beat us earlier in the year also at home. I think in the last 16 games, the Giants, we are 13-3, and 2 of our losses are to them. And if my stats are correct, from the last 2.25 years now, they've only played 3 games. They're like 24-3, and with 2 championships. So knowing at the end of our season last year, and we've had a great record since all the new things began, and they are a really good team. How do we expect the matchup to be Saturday?
I would think it'd be a pretty exciting match, a close one, not like against the Raiders. But I think we'll have to step up our game and hope offense will keep rolling like against the Raiders.
Yeah.
Defense would just do a thing like in the last weeks, and I think it should be a very winnable match.
Yeah, I hope so too, that we can get it done. It was tough last year, losing the way we did, especially the second game. We played quite well. We just couldn't get it done. They're great players, great coaches. They know how to win. They expect to win. So we'll see how it goes. So but yeah, I think that's about it, Maxi. Thanks for joining the show today. And everybody, it's our last home game in the month of April, Saturday, April 27th, 3 p.m. kickoff. Tickets are already on sale. Please get them online. They're cheaper online than at the gate, I believe. So please get them and pack the house for maybe our biggest AFL game of the season. So go Giants. All right, here we are with our second guest, Coach Pokorny. Welcome back for your second episode of Giants Talk. Glad to have you as always. Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course. Yeah. So CEFL international game. You were in the ELF last year. I know it's not the same level of travels and competition, but how did it feel knowing, hey, you're back in Austria, but we had our first international game in 8 years with the Giants, and still changing leagues, but kind of in the international stage, I guess, in a sense. How was that?
It's always fun playing international games. So you don't know the opponent, you don't know what to expect. You kind of have some guesses what you're gonna see, and it can be different. And you have new problems you need to defend, like the American running back, American quarterback combo, which we didn't have in this year, and probably won't see in the AFL.
Very true. Yeah.
So that was a good test for defense. No, it was fun, and now having the opportunity to travel a little bit and going to Tonon.
Yeah, which will be really fun.
Very exciting. No, I like the competition, and I think we had a good game on defense.
Yeah, it was really, really good. So I agree with everything you said. The going to Tonon will be exciting. We got a few tough weeks ahead of us we need to handle first, especially against your old club, the Dragons, coming up this week. I think, as most of our viewers know, you were the coach there a few years ago before going to Italy and now here. So you know, obviously, a good amount about the club. I know maybe there's some new players, old players, but I guess from your expectation, players on the defense that you've coached are still there. The new players, kind of, what have you seen through the film and clips and entering our game on Saturday? Yeah.
Yeah, so I can see still some things we did back in the past. They changed, of course, a little bit. There were new coaches after me there, but I know a lot of people still there. Many of them are still good friends of mine. So it's also exciting that for me. So it's kind of emotional for me. So I'm always gonna be pro Dragons. Only if they play against us.
Yeah,
so that's,
I got you. Yeah. No, I understand that. Yeah.
No, so I think they have a really good defense.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Really good players, like Destiny, Paul Schachner.
Yep.
Players I coached in the past, so I know what they can do, and
No, I think it will be cool for you and for the whole team. And as I was talking with Maxi, especially for the Giants, having them end our season and everything else, it kind of brings the excitement, I guess, and what's the word? I guess just excitement of how the game should be, and the weather should be nice. So hopefully it goes our way this time around.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then they're coming off a 38-0 win against the Rangers as well. So is there anything you saw maybe different from the past few games that they did against the Rangers, or just kind of the same type of things they're playing, I guess, quote unquote Dragons football in a sense?
Yeah. So I think at the moment they're showing what they have. But I guess for a game like us, they're gonna prepare something new. We have to expect there's maybe some new plays on offense and maybe some adjustments on defense, so that they're not gonna stay in just what they did last week. Since it's also an important game for the playoffs already.
Yep.
So I think they're gonna take it serious.
Yeah, that's a good point. Game 5, week 5 of a 10-week season normally doesn't have so big playoff implications, but in our case, for both of us, it's a huge situation in that sense. So I'm sure Fred will have their guys ready to play. He's a pretty good coach. I'm sure they'll be ready to go. So yeah, thank you for being here, Stefan. Appreciate it. And as I said, April 27th, Saturday, 3 p.m. Tickets are on sale now. Get them and pack the house, and let's see if we can get a win against the Dragons to move to 6-0. Go Giants.
Go Giants.